make that a mushroom biome, and then just have pigman spawners, which would prevent like a build up of pigmen.
Yeah. Yeah, pigmen. I feel like pigmen were introduced to the game like by Notch as a troll, because they're real evil bastards when you make them angry.
Yeah.
But you don't have to make them angry. But then the trouble is that they're in your face constantly, to the point where you just go, "Get out of the way!" And then the next thing is it's on. There was one point where I enraged. It was in the other nether area.
Yeah.
I enraged a bunch of pigmen accidentally. I was trying to shoot a ghast, and as I fired my arrow, a pigman walked straight in front of me, which they do all the time, you know. And the next thing is it was on. There were like pigmen all over me, and I died. I went back, I grabbed my stuff, and I died. And it just happened over and over. And so I just thought, well, fuck this, I'm just going to wait until they chill out. And I waited 2 hours, and I went and did something else, played another game, and come back, and they were still pissed off at me.
Yeah.
It was
the problem
just
is they
ridiculous.
don't de-aggro, and I can't even remember what it is that makes them de-aggro. I think you have to like die in the nether and then come back.
I think what I ended up doing was I changed my server to peaceful. I logged in on peaceful, and then I logged out, and then I changed it back to hard, and then like all of the pigmen had basically that were aggroed me despawned, because it was just ridiculous.
Oh, I'm not going to get in one of these carts, it's so glitchy.
Yeah, the carts are really glitchy.
I had at one point when I was making one of my maps, I had lava spawners that spawn lava blocks, and they'd spawn, rather than as full blocks, they'd spawn as little like slithers of lava.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. All sorts of strange glitches like that. Oh, a painting. Where'd you get that from? You make it?
Yeah, I make all my paintings. Yeah. So this is my blue base. There was a bed there. I guess I must have taken it with me. Blue base. I really liked this area.
Yeah. I wanted to make. This is actually inspired by Diablo 2.
Oh, okay. I haven't played it actually. I actually
Diablo
planted
2 really
I planted a
Diablo
potato
2.
there. I don't know why. There's a random potato plant there. So yeah, this is one of the hollow trees.
Yeah.
I actually dug it out because I needed wood.
I played. I think it was when I was like in primary school. I was playing Diablo 2, and like played it for like quite a couple of years actually, because it's really good. And it was. Have you played any of the Diablo games?
No, I got the last one, Diablo 3, for my son, and he played it and said, "Oh, this is amazing," and played it for about a week or so, and then went, "I'm done with it," you know, which I was kind of surprised with.
Diablo 3 was a bit of a letdown. It kind of ditched a lot of the things that made Diablo 2 great.
Yeah.
What Diablo 2 was? It was just like an RPG where you just like hack and slash through lots and lots of enemies, and then you get loads of random loot, and you'd like go just kill an enemy, and suddenly it would like burst into gold and all sorts of awesome things like epic, like godlike items and stuff. And then you just like run around. Like I had a character which was a necromancer, which is meant to be like a mage and really weak. But I tanked him out with like full like breastplate, iron breastplate sort of thing.
Yeah.
And given him like a mace and stuff. And he had like a massive horde of like 30 skeletons and zombies and all these sort of things. And he didn't use any magic apart from necromancy. Like no like casting magic. But he just have like ridiculous amounts of health and stuff. And you just charge into battle, and then like all the zombies and stuff be running behind him. It was really fun. And that's what I liked, was that you could customize your character, and even if it wasn't as effective as say like being a proper necromancer, it would be fun to like have this unique character that was like completely unique. Yeah,
I really like RPGs. One of my favourite games at the moment is Dark Souls, and I love the fact that you can start that game, and you know you can choose to be a sorcerer or a thief or a warrior or a whatever, you know, like a different classes, but that does not in any way impinge on what you decide you want to become later on.
Yeah.
You could start off as like a tank class and then end up being a mage, you know, or vice versa.
Yeah.
It just, all it does, it just gives you like starting stats and skills.
Yeah. Have
And
you played Dungeons Dragons at all?
I used to play the old, when I was about 13, I guess. Me and a friend of mine and my friend's brother, who was, I guess he was about 20, and he was going to university, and he was quite a smart guy, and he was like our dungeon master. We used to play the old school with the books and the dice and everything, you know. And there was a few of his friends from uni, and we would get together on like a Sunday. There was like about 5 or 6 of us, and his brother created these just amazing worlds, you know.
Yeah.
And we would just get together, and it was like hardcore, you know. If you
Yeah.
said like, oh, you know, can you pass me the coke, you would like attract goblins, because you were shouting pass me the coke in the tunnels, you know.
Yeah.
He would just sit there rolling the dice. We'd be like, what are you doing, you know? Oh, nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Rolling for random mobs. I used to love that. That was great fun. So this area I loved. When I first come in here and there were the little zombie kiddies, it was hilarious. I was just laughing the whole time. And then, you know, I see the cobwebs, and I got close enough so that a spider spawner, a cave spider spawned, and so okay, all right, there's cave spiders here, and I've pretty much took out the first few without any trouble whatsoever, just with like a little bridge over the top, and knock it out from above. And the little zombie kids were just funny. They weren't really.
Yeah. They were actually inspired by this whole area. The name Kurast Swamp is inspired by an area in Diablo 2, which is called well, there's 2 parts. There's one called Lower Kurast, one called Upper Kurast, and they were in like this jungle place, which is kind of a swampy jungle. So I just went for a straight up swamp because that's kind of a bit easier. And they had all these little pygmy people, which would have like blow darts and stuff. And I really wanted Mojang to add baby skeletons, which would have let me do exactly what I wanted.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I only had baby zombies. So
in the little, what do you call it, the cave thing at the end here, which we'll get to, there was a couple of flint and steels, and so I tried to set fire to the wall, but it doesn't burn like it used to. So
no.
I was thinking, I wonder if I burn out all this wool, if this sky is going to be above me.
No.
But no, it's not. So
I just really liked it being blue. I thought it looked cool.
Oh, it does. I really liked this area. This was really cool. It looked really fantastic, and the little baby zombies were just hilarious. The cave spiders weren't too much of a problem, you know. You had to be on your toes to just spot them before they spotted you, but that was about it.
They were just there to make it a bit varied. I'm just like, oh, it's another zombie spawner.
Yeah. So that was fun. I ended up like dying a few times in here. But
I wasn't expecting you to do all this. All these bridges everywhere.
Yeah, I don't remember what the hell I was doing here.
There were quite a few spawners there.
I think the shit started to hit the fan once I got in here.
There were 3 zombie spawners, and the zombies were actually different, like sort of tiers of zombies.
Oh, okay.
There were the unarmed zombies, then there were the yellow ones, which had wooden swords, and then there were the red ones, which had... No, there were green ones, which had stone swords, and red ones, which also had stone swords. Then there were... later on, there were like ones in all the colours, and they'd have iron swords. They were only in like the final room.
Oh, this is it.
So
down
you'd
here.
like meet different like difficulties of zombies.
Yeah, I kind of fought my way to about this point, and then I got like absolutely swarmed by everything because there was a cave spider spawner right down
Yeah.
there, and everything just like destroyed me right here. And then I spent like the longest time just fighting my way back to here to try to get my stuff back, and it was a nightmare. There was a chest here, but I don't remember what was in it.
I think it had like fire charges and stuff in it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what I used on the wall. Fire charges. All right. So there was.
I made all the places in here 2 blocks high to like make it look like it was made for the little zombies.
For the little peoples. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was that.
And these mushrooms are here in case you like for some reason slaughtered all the cows and didn't have a good food source.
All right. I can't remember. I think I got lucky because pretty much the first zombie I killed on this map dropped me a potato. So I think I pretty much ate potatoes for the rest of the time because potatoes just are amazing.
And I don't know if you noticed, but this entire area was a mushroom biome, so nothing natural.
Yeah, because I was wondering why nothing was spawning, and then I F3'd and saw that it was a mushroom biome. I was like,
I wanted it to be sort of creepy, and also like I wanted to control exactly what was spawning, which is why all the spawners were hidden.
I did, because you give me night vision potions at the beginning of the tunnel, and I just thought, fuck that, I'm putting torches down because mobs, but I didn't really have to.
No.
I could have just gone through with the night vision. I used
It was
the
mainly
night vision.
there so that it looked nice on YouTube. That was the main reason why I put it there.
I used them later on in an area, and they lasted too long. It was a problem because I couldn't tell what I'd lit up, and it was an area that had to be lit up. So
this entire dungeon was meant to be, again, it was meant to be like inspired by like Diablo 2, and this was like what dungeons in Diablo 2 were sort of like. There was Kurast sewers were like this sort of, oh, I didn't realise that was hollow, but yeah, they were like these narrow platforms, and then like there were railings on the actual one, and you just like you'd have to not go in the water because it was designed so that like the water wasn't a place you could walk in, so just walk around the edges, and like you'd have to be like a little bit of a maze.
I think, were the skelly spawners in the water on this?
Yeah,
that's right.
Did you take them out? Yeah, you did.
I took them all out. Yeah, I think at one point I got kind of hemmed in this corner. That's why there's sandstone over here.
Yeah,
I got like trapped in here. I think I died and I ran back, and I just had they were all coming at me, and I just blocked myself in, and then ended up like maybe going up here. I think this might have been an area that I dropped a lot of lava in. It's hard to tell now.
Oh yeah, that looks like it could have been lava. All that.
Yeah.
All that smooth stone.
Yeah, there were spawners like in there.
I made this area like a mix of smooth stone and brick, like randomly.
Yeah.
So that it'd be sort of like it's not a completely finished building.
Yeah, this was cool. I liked coming through here, and so this led on to.
This is meant to be like a boss fight. This room.
All right. So where did I go? I think I didn't go in through the. I came out that way, but I think I went in this way. I'm pretty sure I went in a roundabout way. Yeah, I did. I went up in here because there was, I think, zombies and skeletons with fire bows. I think.
Yeah. It was meant to only be one. If you ran straight in there, you'd only find one and spawned, because he was meant to be like the boss, but it was designed so that if you waited long enough, the second one would spawn.
Yeah, I ended up.
Because he had like more health and stuff.
I had tons of them in here.
Yeah. And then there were like zombies with iron armor and iron swords.
Yeah, so I was like up here trying not to get killed and dropping lava down on them.
And I put this strange pattern of. Let me get a torch. Pattern of upside down pistons and note blocks, so you can't place torches on it.
Yeah.
And you can place it if you like look at another block for some reason, but you just can't directly place a torch on it.
Yeah.
I think it might potentially cause a bit of lag if I do it on a large scale, but that's why I didn't make the whole thing out of it.
All right. Yeah, there's that thing where like you can look at the ceiling, and if you place the torch, it will just go onto the wall.
Yeah.
It's like a little thing you can use in challenge maps.
The other thing is in the new update, you'll just be able to hold down control or something, or shift or something, and then it will just let you place it anyway.
Ah.
Like you can place buttons directly on dispensers in the new snapshot.
Oh, okay. So this is
yeah, this is where the books were.
this is where the
Enchanting
books
tables.
and the enchanting tables were. So
I put 2 there, so if you died of one, you wouldn't just like completely screw yourself over.
Yeah, finding those enchanting tables was just like hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this is kind of obvious, but this was meant to be like a throne.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I think there were chests here as well, weren't there?
Yeah, they're like double chests full of like everything.
Yeah.
Like stacks of, well, not a stack, but like 8 nether wart and like loads of weapons and stuff.
I had to come back here about 3 times, I think. I mean, I conquered the place, and then I'd like had to run them back.
There's lots and lots of loot
with a full inventory. About 3 times to get everything.
I really like the random loot chests, but you have to be careful about like having too many, because then you just like, oh, I got to leave loads of stuff.
Yeah. It's good though sometimes, like if you go to an area that's, a bit of a bitch to get to, and then you end up with too much stuff, and you have to decide what you're gonna leave, and it can be really tough. Oh my god, I might need that, and and because that you're not gonna go back there.
You don't want to go back there.
Yeah. So there is that. I did like this area though. This area was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the baby zombies were just hilarious. Hilarious.